Hey everybody, welcome back. My name is Katie and today I've got another blank piece of filler paper, which means we're doing another list. I have made dozens of these. I think they're so much fun. It's just a way to kind of like organize your different thoughts into a fun little themed spread and you put it in your planner. So I've made one recently for like restaurants I want to try, and I put like a little rating tracker on them. It's just a fun little page. I've done like seasonal bucket lists, all the things. This one is going to be a date night, I guess, bucket list, wish list, ideas. And because I've had this note in my phone since I met Joel, like the first year that Joel and I were together, we would talk about things we want to do together and kind of write them down and compile them. And since life got more busy, we've kind of quit chatting about that stuff as much, but I still have this list in my phone. So I've picked out 10 of some of my favorite things that I still want to do together with him, and I'm gonna make a fun little list. So I've printed out, I literally just went on to Google, you know, this is my favorite thing to do, and I typed in floral corner border clip art, and like these popped up. So then I drug it into my Silhouette software and I made my own cut lines. So this is a big old sticker. I'm going to use these to fill some of the space up because a big old white page is super intimidating, but I think it'll be cute once it's actually done. This is actually the back of just a like themed piece of filler paper. I got this whole pack on sale, but like I almost never want to use this theme, so I just tear it out, flip it around, do my own thing with it. So waste not, want not. So I've got that. And then if you guys watched my Memorial Day spread, you guys saw that I printed out all these pictures of Joel and I from, we've been together going on 4 years now. So these are just some of my favorite pictures. I'll let you see them up close in case you're curious, because I'm nosy. So if you want to be nosy, here we go. This is our last Christmas together, this past Christmas. We were at a steakhouse for lunch with my best friend Taylor on her birthday this past year. This was my 30th birthday. Look how goofy he is. He was just trying to make me laugh. We were taking cute little pictures outside our house. So goofy. This was our first Christmas together, which we got together in January. So by the time we had our first Christmas together, we were very solidly a couple, very much like we moved in together. So it was like a very special first Christmas. Then this is when we went to see the Eras Tour movie. I drug him with me and made him eat the sparkly popcorn and everything. It was a good time. This was our first beach trip, which actually he tried to take me to see the Eras Tour. We kind of thought we had tickets, but everything just kind of kept falling through, and the tickets ended up like not being there because Ticketmaster was obviously a joke. But Taylor Swift came to the Houston area, so we drove out there, and this was like only a month, maybe 2 months into the tour, so tickets weren't even that crazy expensive, but the demand was so high, the tickets still fell through, and we ended up driving all the way there. We paid for parking and everything, and then couldn't get into the show. And I was like, you know, like it was still super sweet of him to try last minute to take me. We were still new to dating. We'd only been dating like 4 or 5 months, and he was so upset. So we were already in Houston, which is close to the coast. So we just drove down to Galveston and made a spontaneous Galveston weekend out of it. So this was our first little beach picture. I love this picture. This was our first Halloween together. How cute. I love this picture so much. He had gotten home from work. He was still working his old job, so he was commuting back and forth quite a ways. And so he was tired. He got home, he took a nap. And when he woke up, I was like, okay, Halloween time. So like I made a fun spooky dinner and we watched spooky movies and we took this cute picture outside. This picture is from this past May. This is when we were on our cruise. We were actually in the theater getting ready to see a show. That's why the lighting's all red. This picture, we were waiting for my best friend to come meet us for dinner at a Mexican restaurant. By this point, I had moved in with him, and so I hadn't seen my best friend in like a couple months. So we drove back out to where I live to meet her for dinner. It was a good time, and it's such a cute picture. That was my lock screen, like screensaver, for a really long time. This is us outside of the Dr. Pepper Museum. Cutie. We actually took my niece. I have lots of pictures with her too, but for this project. I just took a picture of me and Joel. This picture was after his nephew's graduation. Yeah, very cute. And then this picture, we hadn't been together super long at all, but we drove back out towards where I live before, and we had moved in together by this point, but because we moved in pretty quick, but it still hadn't been that long. And this was actually at a cat show, so we got to go around and see cats be judged and pet cats, and like it was a really fun time. I love that picture. And then this picture was at our first concert. Was it our first concert? June, July. No, it wasn't, because we actually took my niece to see Louis Tomlinson from One Direction. So we did that. But this is one of our first concerts together. We went to see Pink. I actually won tickets from a radio station. I entered the contest probably a year before, and then I got an email that was like, hey, you haven't claimed your tickets. Do you want these or not? You need to let us know. And I called the number and was like, hello, what? They were like, oh yeah, all you gotta do is tell us what email you want me to send the tickets to. And I was like, oh, okay. And they were real. Like I won Pink tickets off the radio. Probably when I was trying to win Era Store tickets. Like, let's be real, because like I've never in my life even cared to enter a radio contest, but I won Pink tickets, and it was an awesome concert. It's the one where she's like flying through the crowd and stuff, and her daughter came out and sang, and it was in San Antonio, and this guy in the front row actually like got really weird and started like doing these weird protests and stuff, and she kicked him out of the show. So there's videos of that on the internet, but I was there and saw it live, so it was a really good show. It rained like crazy the whole way home, but it was fantastic. So these are our pictures, little walk down memory lane, and I got so like mushy looking through these pictures and picking them out, but I thought these would be fun to kind of scatter around, because the whole point of this spread is things that I want to do with this man. So let's do this. All right. Uh-oh. It didn't cut all the way. What happened? Oh, so rude. Okay, well, I guess I'm gonna finish cutting this out, because I guess I probably made cut lines outside of the guided area, and then it didn't finish cutting. So I am just going to kind of fake some cut lines here. There we go. Okay. And then get rid of that. It doesn't have to be perfect, but I would still like it to actually peel off the page. There we go. Ooh, 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 lovely. Ha. Okay. Beautiful. That looks nice. That fills up so much of this space. And then we're just going to do a little trimmy trim. Good. Let's see how this one peels. Hey, girl. Uh-oh, I'm tearing things. What are you doing, Toonie? I see you, baby. I see you. Are you bored and want my attention? We'll play with your gator after this, I promise. We can play gator, or we can play loofah dog. Okay, which way does this go then? We'd have to go this way, right? Yeah, there we go. Luna, is that you? Get out of the cat food. I don't even know how you can get to that. That's not for you. Come here, Luna Moon. You. Ow. Cut myself with the scissors. Okay. And then we should have just a little bit right here. Little bit of butter butt. Have y'all seen that online? Those goofy dogs with those goofy names. My sister thinks they're so funny. I mean, they are funny, but she's been laughing at them for like a year at this point. Okay, so there's that. And then I thought it would be so cute if for boxes I used hearts. So I have colorful boxes. I've got a couple copies of this book. And here in the back, I've got these really pretty copper hearts. And since I've got 2 copies of this book, I think I can use both. So I think I'm going to, let's do a header first. Let's do that. Let's do a header. So I've got some washi options. I've got the hearts, which could be cute, a pink, and then kind of like an opal. How much does this opal match? Oh, that could be pretty. We could do that. Let's see. So I think I'm gonna write date night ideas, or spell out date night ideas. So let's maybe do, I can probably do that all in one line. So if we do a really big strip of the heart, we're gonna do some layering here. Oh my goodness, come on. Okay, well let's do, that's straight, mostly. Okay, we'll do that. Some hearts, and then maybe we'll do some of this opal on top. I've had this washi for a really long time, so I don't even know how well it's gonna stick. Oh my goodness, it's like a straight seashell. How pretty. And then I'm just gonna do some of this maybe. Does that look goofy? A little bit. I like the shimmer, but like it doesn't look good with the spread. Oh no, it's pulling up some of my, oh no. Well, I guess it gets to live here because it's pulling up the color off of my sticker. Ooh, look, see, okay, no, and I don't want that. So, and I'm not printing and cutting anymore. I have print and cut stickers like 3 days straight trying to prep for some videos and stuff. So nope, we're gonna leave it and just see what it looks like once I put letters on top. Ooh, it's silver. A rainbow. Leopard. Leopard could be fun. Sunset colors could be nice. Is the leopard cheesy? Or is it cute? We also have this. I don't think I have anything red. I have used the heck out of these black ones. Because I honestly think those might have been my option otherwise. Let's see. I might have some more black somewhere. Let me see. Let me just do a quick peek. Little peeky peek. I've got red, but I don't have very many letters in the red. Where's the black? I've got gold. Looking in this book, this is my look how dirty, gross, alphabet script sticker pack. I don't even know what that is. I'm not even gonna lie, I have no idea. I guess dust and stuff has collected on this part that was sticky, but I've got gold. How does that look against the champagne hearts? They're not the same. I have rose gold. I have no A's though, and I would need like date night ideas. What the black? Nope, same situation. Okay. Red? Nope. Dang. Dang, 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 dang. What am I gonna do? Those aren't good. I've got the retro pack. Let me do a peek. No E's. Dang, this is so frustrating. Because like, what am I gonna do? I guess I could use silver. Or maybe I do. Do I do silver? No, I don't like how it looks with the, I could do. All caps? Or does that look stupid? Because it's cursive, I feel like it looks stupid. Orangey. I guess let me find something pinky. Pink and orange. Orangey. Purple. It's got blue. Purple. Oh no. Nothing I'm seeing is what I'm wanting, like at all. Well, I have to pick something. I don't have any A's either. Ooh. Anything red, pink. Unless I do the animal print. You know what? I'm doing it. I'm doing it. If you think animal print's cheesy, well, oh well. That's what I'm using. All right, let's start in the middle. So with night, so N-I-G-H-T. Wait, what? N-I-G-H-T. 5? Yeah. So N-I-G's the middle. Goodness gracious. Okay. Can you even see it though? See, that's why I wanted to use the black letters, because they're paper. These are unclear. You can kind of see that. Let's see if I put the whole thing down. Let's see how it looks. Ooh, these are so hard to peel up sometimes, these clear stickers. Okay. You know what? That's not terrible. It's probably the best that I'm gonna get. I really don't feel like going in and printing out letters or anything. So we're just gonna go like that. Date night ideas. Okay, and then I've got 10. So let me see. Where's my other book? I think I'm gonna do, because I've got 2 copies, so I'm gonna do 6, and then I'll do 4 of the dots. Yeah, because I still have all of them available in both books. Perfect. All right, so let's do I need 4 of these. 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, and we'll go 9, and we'll do 10. We'll go here because I still have those pictures I want to put in here. Okay, so we have 10 hearts. That's cute. That's not terrible. And the copper color in the hearts look pretty good with the little, what is that, cheetah? Leopard? Tiger? I don't know. I have no idea. It's a little crooked, the lettering. So can I fix it? Sometimes it's hard to get letters down straight because of the angle that I'm sitting to film. And I don't want to stand because I just don't. Okay, that's a little bit better. We'll go with that. All right, let's put some pictures in here. I love this one of us at the movie. I love them all. So what am I saying? I'm probably gonna try and fit them all in here. So let's do, should the pictures go on top of the hearts? Maybe. I don't know. I love them all. They're all so sweet. They all have obviously a memory and some in love behind them. So let's just throw these in here. Oh, this is cute. Okay, yeah. Who cares about the leopard when it's so dang cute? Let's see. This one's wide. This one can go down here. Yeah, this is cute. If you're curious about sizing, I'm pretty sure I made these 1 inch wide, and however tall it needed to be, I just let it like auto adjust. I feel like I need one up here. I'm just gonna cover my little hole. Okay, what if squeeze this over to the right? Go, and then we'll do that. There we go. That's fine. Good enough. Okay, and then let's... Oh, I'm gonna chop off half my darling's face. I can't do that. Didn't even realize. Ooh, that tore. Of course it tore. Ugh, there's always sticky remnants on my fingers. Okay, so I'm gonna scoot this down a little bit, cover the tear, and keep his face mostly on there. Yeah, that's fine. You guys, that's cute. I love that. That is so sweet. Okay, let's write in the date ideas. This is the part that I'm sure you guys are actually curious about. So, number one that we want to do is go to a planetarium. We have one, I don't know, maybe 30, 40 minutes away. Planetarium. And they do fun little shows and movies and things in there all the time, and we just have never gone. We also want to go to Build-A-Bear. I want to go to Build-A-Bear. I've never been to a Build-A-Bear, and Joel's like, we need to go. So we're kind of just waiting for a creature or like a stuffy that we want, and like how do I say this? I want to make sure that we both go in there and pick out something we like. So we're kind of just waiting for a collection that we both really like to do a Build-A-Bear. This is one that we do often, but Joel loves fish. Fish is like one of his biggest hobbies, like collecting fish, fish tanks, keeping them as pets, learning about them, all that stuff. So we go to a lot of aquariums, and so collecting, like, not collecting, what am I trying to say? Going to the different aquariums. We want to go to all of them. So AQUARIUM aquarium. Ghost tours. We've been on one ghost tour together, and I've been on one other ghost tour, and I loved both of them so much. Some of them, the first one I went on put on such a production. It was so cool. It was like a ghost bus tour, so you walked through cemeteries and you were on this cool like neon bus, and it was very cool. So we've done one together. I've done one outside of that. I think it would be cool for every little trip we do, every little city we go to, because we like to do little like weekend trips in Texas. I think a ghost tour in like every little city would be so fun. Let's see, the drive-through zoo. We've been talking about going to that. We have one near us, and they've got like zebras and camels and, you know, nothing crazy, but we keep talking about that. A cat cafe. We are so cat people, and there's a handful of them around Texas, not a ton, but it would be fun if we were passing through to stop at a cat cafe. Let's see. I want to go to Holiday in the Park at Six Flags, where it's all lit up and it's so pretty. And ride a couple roller coasters, get some snacks. I've done the like scary one, what do they call it, Fright Fest, but I went with my family. I've never been to a theme park, I don't think, with Joel. I don't even know. I think he likes roller coasters. I'm pretty sure he does. Something that I think would be so fun is to have dinner in that big ball thing in Dallas. I can't remember what it's called. I've looked into it, and it's like pricey, but like how cool would it be to be in that big old ball up there, in the big ball in Dallas, like spinning around, having a schmancy dinner. There's like a dress code and everything, but anyway, I want to do in Galveston, because we go to Galveston often-ish. I want to do their riverboat dinner cruise. I've looked at it like a million times, and we've just never done it. It's like a paddle boat. I think it's like an old style colonial paddle boat, and they don't do it like every single day. So you have to go on a day where they actually have it, but they do different themed dinners. So sometimes it's like Mexican buffet, sometimes it's like steak dinner. So you just pick, you know, and they have the menus and stuff listed online. But yeah, I want to do that. And then lastly, I have been saying for a gajillion years, I want to go to afternoon tea. I think it would be so fun to get dressed up all sweet. We have a local bookstore that does an afternoon tea. They also are like a bar, and so they're open till like 3 in the morning. So you can go, maybe not 3, but like 1 a.m. You can go read books and drink cocktails, and they sometimes do afternoon tea. It's a cutie little shop, and I've just never been, so I think it would be really fun to go. And they don't do it every weekend, but they post on their site like, hey, afternoon tea this weekend. And it's not even super expensive, but they bring you like, you know, like a little 3-tiered tray with little tiny sandwiches and little treats. And then you get tea, and then you wear a cute dress. And I think it would be really cute. I think it would just be a fun little afternoon. And then I could make him buy me a book, and it would be a great date. So yeah, this is it. These are my date night ideas. These are the things that have been sitting in my phone for like 3-4 years now. And this page came out cute. Despite this being a little goofy, I honestly think it looks fine. The rest of the page, I think it's darling. And these pictures and these moments and everything mean so much to me. So I highly encourage you to make a page like this. Super cute, super sweet, and I love it. All right, guys, thank you so much for being here. I always enjoy our time together. I hope you like the spread, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, everybody.